Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today we're recapping September 5, directed by Tim Fehlbaum. During the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich, the global spotlight is fixed on athletic excellence and international unity, with the ABC Sports crew led by producer Jeffrey Mason, played by John Magaro, operations head Marvin Bader, played by Ben Chaplin, and Visionary Network president Rune Arledge, played by Peter Sarsgaard, orchestrating the American coverage. The games are vibrant and largely uneventful, and ABC leans into emotional storytelling to engage viewers. When Jewish-American swimmer Mark Spitz wins gold over a West German athlete, Arledge seizes the moment, crafting a dramatic segment that ties the victory to broader historical themes. He instructs the crew to cut to the defeated German swimmer's face and plans to probe the legacy of the Holocaust during a live interview with Spitz, an editorial choice Bader quietly questions. Arledge insists that emotion over politics is the key to captivating television. But in the pre-dawn hours of September 5th, distant gunfire ruptures the calm. As confused whispers spread, the ABC crew, aided by their German translator Marianne, played by Leonie Benisch, taps into police radio and discovers a harrowing reality. A Palestinian militant group known as Black September has stormed the Olympic Village, taken 11 Israeli athletes hostage, and issued demands for the release of more than 200 Palestinian prisoners. The ABC team, initially shocked, quickly shifts gears. Mason, pragmatic and opportunistic, mobilizes the studio to pivot from sports to a real-time geopolitical crisis. He dispatches camera operators, negotiates extended time slots with the network, and even forges press credentials to gain access to restricted zones. For Mason and Arledge, the hostage situation becomes a once-in-a-lifetime story, one with ratings gold potential. Yet Bader remains uneasy, urging restraint and reminding his colleagues that their lens could further provoke the terrorists or manipulate public perception. As the standoff stretches through the day, negotiations falter. The German authorities, undertrained and ill-equipped, fumble multiple chances to resolve the crisis. The international media frenzy intensifies. Mason, now fixated on exclusivity, pushes his team to outmaneuver rival broadcasters. When the terrorists are discovered to be watching ABC's broadcast live, an Israeli commando operation is compromised. In a chilling moment, German law enforcement storms ABC's control room and threatens the crew at gunpoint to stop the feed. Mason refuses. The tension peaks when German officials agree to transport the terrorists and their hostages to a nearby airbase under the guise of providing safe passage. Sensing the story's climax, Mason sends Marianne to the airport with hidden sound equipment, hoping for raw, dramatic audio if a shootout occurs. There, conflicting reports arise. German TV station ZDF and other media sources suggest the hostages are alive and freed. Though Bader pleads for caution, Mason rushes to announce the news, adding a disclaimer, but eager to beat the competition. Shortly after, a telex arrives claiming the German chancellor has confirmed the hostages' rescue. The studio erupts in celebration. Mason begins mapping post-crisis interviews, assuming the nightmare has ended. But Bader, watching a live interview with German government spokesman Konrad Ahlers, notices that the spokesperson refers to the resolution in speculative, future tense. Alarmed, Bader calls a trusted source and uncovers the devastating truth. The rescue attempt at the airport failed catastrophically. All 11 Israeli hostages were killed. Crushed, Mason halts the coverage and has anchor Jim McKay deliver the grim update live. The studio's mood shifts from triumph to grief. Arledge, while commending Mason's editorial performance, is clearly shaken. Marianne, having witnessed the spectacle at the airport firsthand, mourns not only the senseless deaths, but the ethical hollowness of media crews, herself included, who chased the story instead of honoring the victims' humanity. As the crew slowly disperses, Mason remains behind, silently absorbing a bulletin board newly adorned with photographs of the murdered athletes. His face reflects a mixture of guilt, fatigue, and quiet reckoning. A closing epilogue contextualizes the tragedy within media history. The Munich massacre was the first terrorist attack broadcast live to a global audience, nearly 900 million viewers, and marked the beginning of a new era where the line between news and spectacle would be blurred forever. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.